I'm Grace. I go to Liberty University Online, and I'm in the Communications 101 class. So I'm doing a speech today on eating disorders, and it's an informative speech. So I had a friend in high school. Her name was Kitty Beth. I met her a really long time ago at like a party, and she was discussing with me her problems with eating disorders, and she had a thing called bulimia. And so she really struggled with that, and she was explaining to me how it worked and how she got to the point that she got to, because there's a point when she was in the hospital and she almost died because she wasn't doing the things with her body that she should be doing. And so she explained to me that it started with her parents actually being divorced, because she wanted something that she could control in her life, and that wasn't something she could, like, the only thing she could control in her life was the amount of intake she put into her body and the amount of calories and what she put into her body. She could control that. So that felt like something that was constant in her life and that she could control. So I'm going to talk about encouraging healthy habits when you're young, discussing media messages that you get on social media and stuff like that when you're growing up, and understanding what God has to do with eating disorders and what he says about it. So for the first one, encouraging healthy habits. As a kid, I had 5 older siblings, so there was only so much that all 5 of us would eat. And sometimes that included some kind of junk stuff, some kind of like, oh, if you'll eat chips kind of thing. So I didn't really eat crazy healthy growing up because my siblings didn't like vegetables, so I didn't eat vegetables, or my siblings wouldn't like certain fruits, so I wouldn't eat those fruits because my dad wanted to make all 6 kids foods, which makes sense. But now I know with my kids or anybody else that I might be an influence in, teaching them good healthy habits, because through that they can learn, oh, if I eat healthy, I can look this way, or I can feel this way. I feel better than I do when I eat unhealthily. For the next thing, I'm discussing media messages. For media messages, you kind of grow up seeing, especially for girls, you see these skinny figures on social media, and like you see that these people are beautiful and that you're not beautiful because you don't eat the way these people eat, or you don't look the way these people look, or you don't have the hair that a model has, or something like that. And it's really important to discuss these messages with people around you, to say, hey, you don't have to look like this to be beautiful. God doesn't say that this person's beautiful over this person. God thinks each one of us is beautiful. And that's where it ties into how God comes into this. God comes into this in 3 John 1:2, it says, dear friend, I pray that you may enjoy good health and that all may go well with you. God wants us to use our bodies are not our own. It's God gave them to us, and we need to treat our bodies healthily and be able to show God that we love him by making sure that we're loving on ourselves and not hating ourselves and not feeling uncomfortable in our skin. And I used to feel really uncomfortable in my skin until I really discovered that and pressed into that. So eating disorders have been an issue for a long time in the nation, but I want to bring Lindsay up, and yeah.
Hi, I'm Lindsay. I go to Kennesaw State University. I'm a sophomore, and I'm majoring in elementary education. And I wanted to say that one way that you can make sure that you're staying clear of these issues is just finding something else in your life to control, rather than trying to control your eating habits.
Yeah. And saying that, like, controlling your eating habits, yeah, it's good to an extent. Like, if you make sure you're getting your correct calorie intake or getting your healthy foods, but sometimes it gets to the point where you're not healthy, and that's where my friend almost got hurt really badly. So eating disorders have been an issue for a really long time, like dates back to a really long time ago, and that's because of things that people want to control in their life, or just because they might not have the food or something like that. But God can help us with that. So do your place, and when you have kids, helping them understand what healthy eating habits are, and helping them understand what God has to say about it, and that you don't have to live like everybody around you. Thank you.